Hello everyone, this is lesson number 7, HSK 5, part 2, like 5b. So, this is chapter number 2, and let's start. In this chapter, we will have words, and in the last lesson, we will bring down the text from our books. Mhm. So, let's start. First one, tan, stall or booth. So, it's like a shop, small open front shop in the market. Stall, stall, and booth. Booth. Small stall for selling goods and or entertainment. When I go to night market in the evening, I like to buy things at the snack stalls. 夜市 night market and 小吃 snack. 晚上逛夜市的时候 so this 逛 is like walking, go to somewhere, stroll on the street. 晚上逛夜市的时候，我喜欢在小吃摊in the snack stalls 小吃摊买东西 to buy some things。晚上逛夜市的时候，我喜欢在小吃摊买东西。That fruit stall is very popular because the fruit are always very fresh. So it's stall or stall. Stall. It's depend on pronunciation. Okay, stall. 受欢迎 popular 新鲜 fresh. So 那个卖水果的摊子 so as you can call 摊子 stall that sells fruit 卖水果的摊子很受欢迎 is very welcomed. So you could say received welcome or popular. 因为他家的水果 because家 is a measure word for the shop. Because the fruit 他家的水果总是 always 很新鲜 always very fresh. 那个卖水果的摊子很受欢迎，因为他家的水果总是很新鲜。Next one, 出版 to publish. 出版 His first novel was finally published, and I really want to buy a copy. 他的第一部小说 roman or novel, fiction storybook novel. 他的第一部 and 不 measure word for this novel. 第一部小说终于出版了 finally published. 终于出版了，我很想去买一本。So I really want to go and to buy one. 去买一本，就本小说。一部 book is first part of his novel. One copy. So the copy you can say just 一本 measure word. 他的第一部小说终于出版了，我很想去买一本。This publishing house publish many excellent children's books every year. 出版社 publishing house. 是 is like society. Publisher publishing house is that listed? 对。优秀 excellent 儿童 child 读物 reading material 读物。出版社这家出版社每年都 so every year 都会出版都会 like usually 出版很多优秀的儿童读物 children books children reading 儿童读物 and 优秀 excellent 这家出版社每年都会出版很多优秀的儿童读物。Next one, 连环画 picture or storybook 连环画 When Grandpa was a child, there was no TV and his only form of entertainment was reading picture story books. 唯一 only so 娱乐 entertainment. 爷爷小时候 so when he was a child 没有电视看 so no TV to watch no TV 没有电视看。唯一的娱乐 so the only entertainment 唯一的娱乐就是看连环画 to watch storybook picture storybook comic shop picture book 爷爷小时候没有电视看，唯一的娱乐就是看连环画。The drawing style of this set of picture storybook is very special, and the story is always also very attractive. 画风 drawing style. So this 风 has a 风水画风 drawing style 特别 special 吸引 attract。这套连环画 of this picture storybook how is like set of pictures 这套连环画的画风the style 很特别 is very special 故事也很吸引人 and the story is also very attractive 故事也很吸引人。这套连环画的画风很特别，故事也很吸引人。Next one, 年代 age or period. So that is like generation or period. They together works 年代。This song is very popular and full of the characteristic of 80s or 90s period. You can say. Characteristic. 流行 popular 世纪 century 特色 characteristic 这首歌曲 so this song 歌曲很流行 is very popular 充满了 so full of 上世纪 so past century 上世纪八九十 80s or 90s 八 and 九八九十年代So 80s or 90s generation period. 八九十年代特色 because 八十 it's 80九十 it's 90八九十年代的特色 characteristic。这首歌曲很流行，充满了上世纪八九十年代的特色。Also, life in that era was poor. People were very simple and honest. 精贫 poor 精贫朴实 simple or sincere 朴实 down to earth。那个年代的生活虽然很精贫，that life and that period，那个年代的生活虽然 even if 精贫 is very poor，精贫，但人们 but people 都很朴实 is very simple and honest，很朴实。嗯哼，嗯哼。Next one，朴实。Next one，单调 drab or monotonous drab high meaning uninteresting and lacking liveliness or charm dull and lacking brightness and color。哇，这个 drab or drab monotonous or monotonous. Oh. Repeating the same work every day, life become more and more monotonous. 重复 to repeat. 每天重复 repeat 同样的工作 the same job 同样的工作，生活变得 and life become 越来越单调 more and more monotonous 单调。So the 调 is to change and but 单 is solo one change or no change simple solo 每天重复同样的工作，生活变得越来越单调。Next one, the melody of this song is a bit monotonous and lacks variation. 句子 song or melody 旋律 melody so this is sing song or this 旋律 melody 缺乏 lack of something 变化 change so lack of change melody counterpoint 这首曲子 so this song 这首曲子的旋律 melody 有些单调 so have a bit of or a bit 单调 monotonous 缺乏变化 so lack of variation 缺乏变化。这首曲子的旋律有些单调，缺乏变化。Next one, 网络 network or internet. So 网 is like net and 络 is like connection, mesh cyber. Nowadays, the internet has become an indispensable part of people's life. 不可缺少 cannot be deficit, so indispensable 不可缺少。如今 nowadays，如今网络已经成为 so internet already become 成为人们生活中 in people's life 不可缺少的一部分 cannot be replaceable irreplaceable part 一部分不可缺少。如今网络已经成为人们生活中不可缺少的一部分。Through the internet, we can learn about the latest news from all over the world. 通过网络 so through internet, 我们可以了解 so we can know, understand 了解到世界各地 so in every part of world 世界各地的最新消息 latest news 最新消息。通过网络，我们可以了解到世界各地的最新消息。Next one，动画片 （cartoon） or animation，animated film，animated 动画是动 move 画 ，picture 片 is like film. Is it film? This cartoon not only has an interesting plot, but the animation is also very well made. 情节 plot 制作 to make to produce 精美 exquisite delicate。这部动画片，这部 major word for movies，这部动画片不仅 not only 不仅故事情节有趣，so the story plot interesting，故事情节有趣，而且画面animation 画面的怎么说？picture screen image 也制作 created 的很精美 is very well made animation。画面 OK created picture animation。这部动画片不仅故事情节有趣，而且画面也制作的很精美。Many adults also like to watch cartoons as a way to relax. 成年人放松 to relax，很多成年人的时候也喜欢看动画片，also likes to watch cartoons。 动画片，把它 and take it as 当做 to see as something, take as something, consider as regard as 一种放松的方式。So this 放松 relax 方式 method or way to relax and 一种 one of way to relax。很多成年人也喜欢看动画片，把它当做一种放松的方式。Next one，娱乐 entertain or entertainments recreation 娱乐 just a leisure distraction amuse um so it could be verb sometimes. Listening to music and watching movies are the most common forms of entertainment. 常见 common of fluency. 听音乐 listening music，看电影 watching movies 是人们最常见的娱乐方式。So 娱乐方式 form of entertainment way of entertainment 最常见的 most common 最常见。听音乐、看电影是人们最常见的娱乐方式。This city has many entertainment venues, such as bars, KTV, and cinema. Place or venue. 场馆 place for concerts or events. Venue. 场所 place venue. 酒吧 bar. 这个城市有很多，就是 city has a lot of 娱乐场所 entertainment venues，比如酒吧 for example bars 酒吧 KTV 和电影院 and movie theater or cinemas。这个城市有很多娱乐场所，比如酒吧、KTV 和电影院。Next one，无数 countless 无数，就数 is count，无 number 数 is number，无 is uncount no cannot or no uncountless you cannot count numerous innumerable. Behind his success, he has put in countless sweat and effort. Sweat. 背后 behind 付出 to pay to expend 汗水 to sweat 努力 effort 付出 to expend use energy or effort。他的成功背后，so his success，back or behind his success，成功背后付出了 pay or put you can say 无数的汗水 countless sweat 和努力 and success and efforts 努力。他的成功背后付出了无数的汗水和努力。This movie moved countless audience and received high praise。这部电影感动了无数观众。So 观众 is audience, people who watched。获得 to get 评价 evaluation 感动 to move to touch。So 这部电影感动了 touched 无数观众 countless audience，获得了 and received 很高的评价 very high praise very high mark or very high 怎么说 evaluation appraisal review praise。这部电影感动了无数观众，获得了很高的评价。Next one，青少年 youngster。So 青 is like green, but here is a young 少。if you get a few, less 年 is age. But as you can see, this 少 with a fourth tone. Fourth is young, but 少 is a free is uh, is few, but shao is young. So today's teenagers face a lot. Today's teenagers face a lot of pressure from studying and entering higher education. 面临 to face to confront 升学 to enter a high school 压力 pressure. So 升 is like raise your education, raise 升学 further study. 现在的青少年 so today's youngster 面临着 so face 面临着很大的学习和升学压力 very big stress 压力 pressure of what of studying and further education 学习和升学 entering high education 现在的青少年面临着很大的学习和升学压力。Schools should provide more healthy and beneficial extracurricular activities for teenagers. 课外 outside classes. Extracurricular. So 课外活动 activities 有益 beneficial or useful helpful 提供 provide 学校应该为青少年 so schools have to or should to for youngsters 提供 provide 更多健康有益 so more healthy and beneficial 健康有益的课外活动 out class activities extracurricular activities related to activities outside of school academic curriculum. 学校应该为青少年提供更多健康有益的课外活动。And the last one, 从事 to do or to be engaged in some job, engaged in perform pursue. He has been engaged in education since graduation, and it has been 10 years now. 教育 education. 他毕业后 after graduation 一直 always 从事教育工作。So you can say work as education, so engaged in education or do education job, work in education. 从事教育工作。到现在 and up to now 已经 already 有10年了 already have 10 years 10年了。他毕业后一直从事教育工作，到现在已经有10年了。His profession is a doctor, and he has been in this industry for more than 30 years. 职业 profession 行业 industry。他的职业是医生，so his profession is doctor。职业是医生，已经从事 and already perform or do this job，in this industry you can say 这个从事这个行业industry work engaged in this industry，从事这个行业30多年了，more than 30 years，30多年了。他的职业是医生，已经从事这个行业30多年了。And let's repeat what we learned today. 他 stole or booth 他出版 to publish 出版连环画 picture story book. So this book, like a comics 连环画，年代 age or period 单调 drab or monotonous 单调，网络 network or internet 网络，动画片 cartoon 动画片，娱乐 entertain or entertainment recreation 娱乐，武术 countless 武术，青少年 youngsters 青少年，从事 to do to be perform some job, engage in some job. And we also have idiom for today's. We have two idioms because last lesson we have a text. Last time we learned 成败在此一举 depends on this one action. 成败在此一举 First for today, it's 大智若愚, a person who is wise but appears to be foolish. Mm, mm, mm. Let's see. Great intelligence may appear to be stupidity. Having great intelligence but appearance foolish, a man of great wisdom appearing slow-witted. A person with great intelligence often looks silly. Hmm. Deep, sure. Deep in this one, let's see. This idiom describes someone who is very intelligent but wise, but deliberately hides their brilliance to avoid attracting attention or trouble. 大智, so great wisdom, 弱 like 愚 foolish. He usually seems honest, but in fact he is wise and but not appears foolish. He is wise but appears foolish and has great wisdom. 他平时看起来很老实 so he usually looks like 看起来很老实 honest. 其实大智若愚 but in fact he's 大智若愚 so in fact he's wise but appears foolish. 很有智慧 very wisdom, has a great wisdom, very smart. 他平时看起来很老实，其实大智若愚，很有智慧。And we have one new idiom, 对牛弹琴. So it's very popular idiom to cast pearls before swine. 什么意思？Cast pearls before swine. Domestic dog. 对牛弹琴. Wait. This idiom describes a futile effort to explain something profound to someone who is unable to understand it. Not effective, not able to achieve any useful. Futile. 对牛, so towards cow or ox, 对牛弹琴, playing on instrument. So because they don't understand this music, you better not to play for them. to play, wait, to play the lute to a cow, offering a treat to an unappreciated audience, to cast pearls before swine, caviar to the general, to preach to deaf ears, to talk over somebody's head. Caviar to the general interest. Let's see. Trying to explain such a profound theory to him is simply casting pearls before swine. 给他讲 for him told explain 讲这么深的理论 this such a deep theory 这么深的理论简直 simply said or just 是对牛弹琴 play for a cow talking to the wall and making much progress here 给他讲这么深的理论简直是对牛弹琴 So we have two for today. 大智若愚，对牛弹琴. And we have one, also two wisdoms for today. Last time it was 地势坤君子以厚德载物. But it's, let's just see new. Universal brotherhood. 四海之内皆兄弟. So within the four series, all men are brothers. 四海 four series world 之内 inside of this year 皆 here's 皆 as all 兄弟 brothers Confucius analect we are all connected Example, helping a tourist who is lost, treating them like a family even so you don't know them. 四海之内皆兄弟. So we are all brothers in this world. Within the four series, all men are brothers. So as you can see, it's very popular. All men are brothers. 四海之内皆兄弟. And we have one here. 又朋自远方来，不亦乐乎? Isn't it not delight to have friends coming from afar? Confucius, the joy of shared connection and hospitality. The excitement you feel when an old college friend flies across the country just to visit you. 又朋, so have a friend. 自 from, 远方 distant place. 来 come, 乐 happy. So 又朋自远方来, so have a friend that comes from far away. 不亦乐乎, so isn't it good? Isn't it makes you happy? Isn't it a joy? Quote from Confucius. But 亦乐乎, 不亦乐乎 to a great extent. So this also 又朋自远方来，不亦乐乎. This 不亦 is usually all just used in some old books. Okay. 由朋自远方来，不亦乐乎? And 四海之内皆兄弟. So 皆 is like everyone, both everyone, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. 四海之内皆兄弟. And see the next one.